All right, different location. We've been touching a lot of cake freezers. Pardon me. They turned this off. They said it was 67 degrees. So if this was 67 degrees, I know it wasn't iced up. So I got here this morning. I turned it on just while I'm doing other stuff. We're gonna let this try and pull down. I've been upstairs and it is running. I haven't opened up the unit upstairs, but we will. All right. I fired this unit up downstairs, let it start to pull down, but it's pulling down way too slow. And if we look at the sight glass, I hate sight glasses that are oriented this way, but only the very bottom of that sight glass has anything going on. So we're super short. So before I just gas it up, we'll check the quick connects here, we'll check the quick connects inside, and ultimately all we're gonna have to do is, I mean, we could just weigh gas in and be like, there you go, but I hate doing that. At least my predecessor put service ports on here, unless they're leaking, and of course then shame. Well, let me go grab the sniffer and the big blue, see what we got going. I can hear it flirting with shutting down on low pressure. So this is a 404 unit. This should be, yeah, 404. And I mean, these things run low pressures, but not negative 40, right? We should be running negative 20. Yeah, man, we are super short on gas. So I actually have the ability to pump this unit down into the receiver if I have to deal with a leak. So I'm gonna gas it up now so we can get pressures in it. And then if I've got issues with the connections, we'll deal with those as they come. 11.2. All right, I weighed the bottle downstairs just so I didn't have to bring up my... All right, we're gonna purge the lines. And you can watch this sight glass. It's hard to see now. I mean, it is at the very bottom, the liquid. Because remember, that's what it's showing us is, how's our liquid refrigeration level? Are we sending solid liquid downstairs to the TXV or not? All right, so clear sight glass. 275 and about 20. So that equates to about a negative 22 coil. And 404, so we come up here, that's about 110 degrees. Rule of thumb is less than 30 degrees. The ambient. It is definitely above 80 out here. So that head pressure is not out of line. Looking at the coil, it actually doesn't look terrible. You can see we got daylight through it. So I think time I get this out of the way and give it full airflow, it'll be all right. So as the TXV hunts, there will be a little bit of adjusting, right? Plus, remember, we've got a receiver, so this is actually a second bottle. I put 3 pounds in from the first bottle, and it was about out. I am going to go hunting for this leak. I'm not a fan of just gassing up units and then see in 3 months gassing up units, see in 3 months gassing up units. Wouldn't surprise me if this thing's satisfied soon, for as long as it's been running. All right, you see the bubble working itself out? Let's roll with that. Yeah, buddy. Give it a little more time. The sight glass stayed clear, so I buttoned everything up. As I moved this down and gave it the airflow, it's supposed to get, we're running 250 head pressure, so I like that. We're gonna unhook and go downstairs, get the leak detector, and check the quick connects down there. There's no oil here, so they're not here. Oh, that's loud. Somebody told me something very interesting, so I thought I would throw it out there and see if you guys weigh in on it, Google it, whatever. You know, our bodies are pretty amazing and what we can do and tolerate. And what I heard was that wearing sunglasses outside, better wordage, the dilation of our pupils signals various anatomical responses, meaning our pupils dilate real small right here because I'm up on the roof, and that actually sends a signal to our body that says, hey, we're in a really bright spot, hypothetically speaking, release more of a certain chemical that helps with deflecting the sun's rays, right? That's the context that I heard it in. That you will sunburn quicker and harder if you wear glasses, because you are essentially telling your body it's not as hot as it is. I use it akin to decades ago, heck, 20 years ago, I worked in construction and in Florida, and it was brutal. And that's when these frozen neck bands first came out. And we would have a period of the day, and it was from 12:30 to 2:30, where we were just full bore, hardcore labor mixing concrete outside in the sun, right? Just picking up 80 pound buckets full of sand and rock, right? Well, a couple guys got these bands, right? And they're frozen, and you put them around and you tie them. And we had some horrific problems with people stroking out, heat stroke, because similarly, your brain is the high pressure cutout of your body. Your blood running up here to your brain as it's boiling because you're so hot. Your brain does the high pressure cutout thing and starts triggering your body to stop, like knock it off. Hey, you are seriously overheating. Well, you put an ice pack right here, you cool it down enough that the rest of your body's blood is like boiling, but the signal isn't getting to your brain, and people were passing out, like dropping bad. So, and they currently don't use those anymore, right? They do use similar things, but they're different. Anyway, all that squirrel to say, what do you think? Wearing sunglasses out here adjusts my pupils. I haven't spent time to Google it, but one of you guys can. By the way, while I was yakking about that, this unit's satisfied, so let's go look. All right, there you go. Love that. I'm gonna pull this forward and get to the quick connects. Now you're not gonna have any pressure on the suction line while it's satisfied. So we'll have pressure on the holders, man. Time for another straight pipe job. All right, I gotta start it back here. Definitely getting hits right in there. Shouldn't be able to leak under, it should be leaking. So we're not gonna get that kind of hit and then have nothing. Refire this back up. I'm not getting bubbles where I'm getting my hit. So I'm gonna open these doors, get the unit to call again. see. Now that we're under pressure, I do have like tiny bubbles that keep showing up there. Okay, like we spray slow, so we're not making bubbles, right? We're clearing that out. It's a very small leak. There it is. So the solution to that is to just straight pipe both of these. I've got enough. Let's see. It looks like we've got the same size on the line set and the catch, so it is literally as easy as cut, pull me a little extra line set and just put us on a coupler, maybe even one of those push-on couplers. Wahaha. Okay. Well, we're not going to address that today.